What's going on, guys? Welcome to another podcast of our kind of entertainment. So, in this article, it says Nev Campbell has officially stated that Scream 7 will start filming in September. So, apparently, in September is going to be of this year. So, look, so Scream 7, I'm gonna let you know. So, I was excited to see Scream 7, of course, after how they ended Scream 6. I felt like that was one of the best Scream films out of the entire Scream franchise and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But then, of course, once we started finding out information about Scream 7, dealing with Melissa Barrera, aka Sam, of course, that was in the film and everything from Scream 5 and Scream 6, excuse me, Scream 6. And we found out that, of course, she wasn't going to be able to return dealing with Spyglass. So they fired her. Then, of course, after that news, we had got Jenna Ortega leaving the project, dealing with the fact of Sam, getting fired and everything because she felt like she was treated wrong, of course. So she left, of course. So now we don't have Jenna Ortega, and now we don't have Sam, aka Melissa Barrera, the actress, of course. And now, of course, it came back to Nev Campbell. Now, with Nev Campbell, we all know that she didn't return, of course, in Scream 6, dealing with the finances and everything. So, even though the movie was still a success or whatnot, but, dealing with the fact now, they have it to where apparently they was able to, find a reasonable amount of money to actually pay her and everything for this movie, of course. So now it seems like she's returning. So now we get Nev Campbell back to return for Scream 7, dealing with the fact of how everything went left, well, technically down south with Sam, and then of course with Jenna Ortega. And then of course, let me back up just a minute. So on top of that news, we also had the director that was filming the last two Scream films. He ends up leaving the project. So right there, it really had me uninterested of wanting to see Scream 7 because there was just a lot of stuff that was just going wrong. And then of course, they was getting a lot of negative feedback, dealing with the Scream 7 or whatnot. And I can see why, because I felt like that was a very bogus move that they happened to fire her and of course get rid of well, not get rid of, but she ended up leaving on her own terms, of course, Jenna Ortega. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of mess going on. So it's just really looking like a hot mess, dealing with Scream 7. So now we get Nev Campbell back. And then we get Courtney Cox to come back, of course, which, of course, we all know that she was Gail Weathers, the reporter. So maybe something can be very promising for this movie. So I'm not going to make any guarantees. I'm not going to say that this movie is going to turn out bad, because it can still actually turn out good. It's just dealing with the storyline. It's just with them losing their two best casts and their two main casts of this movie. It just really don't excite a lot of fans that were enjoying the last two films. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can recover, you know what I'm saying, with a reasonable story to where it makes sense and to where they can actually get fans to wanting to go see this movie. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to just say I'm going to just back off and just leave it alone. So it just all comes down to how the storyline is set up and making sure that it's done right. You know what I'm saying? So it is a good thing that they do have their original cast, they're coming back for the film, of course. So that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, it's just hard to really get over them losing their main cast, though. You know what I'm saying? Their two biggest stars that was in the film, that was really the ones that really made them a huge profit off of the films. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this movie can still turn out well, though. I'm gonna still keep my fingers crossed. I'm gonna still watch the movie. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'll enjoy it. And hopefully they can prove a lot of us wrong. They able to do this movie without the cast members that we actually appreciate of the movie. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we'll just have to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just have to go from there. But for now, though, it looks like that they will be doing their filming and whatnot, in September of this year for this movie or whatnot. So I'm guessing Scream 7 is going to come out sometime next year. So they don't necessarily have an official date just yet. So once they do, I'll make sure I make a video for it. But let me know what you guys actually think about this article, though. Are you excited to hear about them, getting ready to film Scream 7 and everything, dealing with all the negativity that they've been dealing with this movie? Or are you still uninterested of not wanting to see this movie at all? Let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, you can always like, share, and subscribe here at Iconic Entertainment. You can also follow me on my TikTok and Instagram at MyJ3. This has been another podcast.